What's going on, guys? It's Gendo here, and welcome to episode 3 of my For the Love of the Game series. And today, Queen's Park are going to be taking on Elgin City, who are currently sitting at the top of the table, and then against Albion Rovers, who conversely are sitting in ninth place and are in a relegation battle with Clyde. Queen's Park, through 21 matches, are in third place with 34 points, 9 wins, 7 draws, and 5 losses. Not bad for a team consisting solely of amateur players. Taking a look at the teams around us, Berwick are in second place, 6 points ahead of us. And then between 4th and 7th, you have Montrose, East Stirlingshire, Arbroath, and Annan, all separated by a point. They're all trying to fight out for that 4th place spot and the final playoff position. I want to try and distance myself as much as from that spot as I possibly can, because I don't want to deal with a League One team right away, and try to inch closer and closer to second place. Ultimately, I think second place is the final goal, because Elgin City are just running away with this league. I'm 17 points behind them right now. I think at this point it's time to just concede it and say, I don't think I'm going to make up 17 points in these remaining games, which I believe we have 15 left. So just taking a look at the schedule of how we got here since our last live com of the 2 Stirling University matches and East Stirlingshire. We have gone on a run of 6 wins, 4 draws, and 3 losses, so that's 22 points. Not a bad result, not a bad string at all. With a mix of the highlights and the lowlights, definitely the first match after East Stirlingshire, we picked up a 3-1 victory at home against Montrose. Duggan, Fraser, and Collins all picking up goals. It was a pretty evenly contested match. We did have a little bit higher amount of possession, but not as many shots on target as I would have liked. But the 3 shots out of the 4 that were on target did go for goals, so can't really complain about it too much there. Following that with a low light, as we drew away at Arbroath 2-2. Ciaran McElroy picking himself up a brace, but it wasn't until a shot in the 90th minute for Arbroath that knotted the match up ultimately at 2 goals apiece. They were even down a man at one point for the last 20 minutes of the match. We just could not take our chances in the final third at the end of the match to try and put it away, and at the very end it was just a bad assignment and tackling that led to the Arbroath goal and the tie. Felt we could have gotten points there. Lost Elgin City. They pretty much dominated that throughout. Back-to-back 1-0 victories, Albion Rovers and Clyde, both goals scored by Chris Duggan, both on penalties at that. Down, keep going. Oh yes, this was pretty much the infamous match, the sending off of Chris Duggan, because his loan deal ended at the end of the year. He was being sent back to Partick Thistle at the first of the month, the New Year's Day. So he had a very nice day, picking himself up a brace. Unfortunately, the defense just wouldn't stop letting goals through, as Berwick scored 6, and they scored 3 in each half just to have that nice little symmetry going. But just take a look at what Berwick did to us. Yes, they had slightly more possession, but the shots were just insane. 35 to our 8. 19 of them on target to our 4, and I was actually trying to be cute with this. I tried a new formation out, because I thought, okay, we play a little bit more controlling style, maybe a little bit more counter. So I played a little bit of a further up 4-4-2, with 2 wing backs instead of 2 flat fullbacks, and the players that I had just were not fast enough to cope with Berwick's wingers, so they essentially just tore us apart down the wing. So I scrapped that formation and now have a new one that I'm going to be trying out with Elgin City, and we'll see how it works. And we then followed that performance up with a very disappointing 0-0 draw to Clyde, last place Clyde. There's just absolutely no excuse for us to only take 8 shots and 2 of them on target. We should have won this match, and we should have won it handily. Just did not play our game. And then finally we wrapped up this entire string with a nice 2-1 victory at home against Arbroath, with a one of our new players, one of our new signees. I forgot. This is an amateur side, so we can bring in players and sell players. Well, not sell players, just release them at will. So let's take a look at some of the players that I brought in and sent out. Like I said, since Chris Duggan was taken back by Partick Thistle at the new year, we were in the market for a striker. So everything that you see here along the side that you say that shows the 4th of January, these are all strikers. And only one of them I got rid of. His name is Louis Bonner. He was not very good. He was actually from Sterling University. I don't think he actually played in the match or matches against him. So that leads me to believe he wasn't all that good to begin with. But the 3 people that I did keep, we have, oh boy, I'm going to butcher this name, Fisayo Adarabloyo, 19-year-old Englishman, striker, can also play center attacking mid. Not bad. I wouldn't say he's that bad. He's kind of like a Ciaran McElroy in terms of speed and attacking. So he's a good complement. Can definitely help when Martin McBride and McElroy need a rest, so I can start playing him. And in his 2 matches, not all that bad either. 6-7, 6-9. Scored himself a goal in that 6-9 game. So not bad. Not a bad pickup. Then we have Andy McKinnon, who's a little more pacey. I want to try and teach him to go up the wings. I want to try and teach him to be a wing player and try and use his pace up the wing. Yes, I understand his crossing isn't all that great, but I want to try and use him as a decoy. Build up his speed and ultimately, have people chase him down and then lob it into the box where hopefully there will be people open. So yeah, I'm going to try and play him as a winger instead of an out-and-out striker. And he is also a 17-year-old, so I threw him into the under-20 side to try and develop him. But the other person that we have actually on our starting squad is Ben Anthony. He's a 19-year-old striker, also very pacey, with 12 pace, 12 acceleration. Decent attacking stats. He's definitely not going to be first choice. If I just put him on a good little training regimen of, finishing, maybe even first touch as well, build up those attacking stats, he can definitely become a good option. But right now, he's just a backup. And that's really what I needed at this point. I need a backup for Ross McPherson and Anton Bradley as my 2 strikers. Alright, so let's get to today's matches. We're at home against Elgin City, and they're going to be playing a 4-4-2, very standard 4-4-2. The formation I'm going to go with today is a 5-3-2, 3 center backs, 2 wing backs, 3 center mid, and 2 people sitting up front, 2 strikers up front. This is essentially a mostly defensive formation. I want to try and keep everything compact through the center of the park and try to eliminate play up the wing. So what we have here is Chris McCluskey in net. Our 3 center backs will be Buwaji, Wharton, and McLean. Our 2 wing backs will be Anderson and Cole. 3 center mids, Owens, McBride, and Miller. And our 2 strikers will be Anton Bradley and Ross McPherson. If I can just eke out a draw against Elgin City, against top of the table Elgin City, that'd be great. But this is a formation that has not been tested, has not been proven. This is going to be the first time I'm going to play it against this team, or the first time I'm going to play it with this team. And we'll see how it goes. This is all an experiment. Let's hope the experiment goes right. Alright, and here we go. Of course, we're going to be in our traditional black and white hoops. And Elgin City, traditionally black and white as well, are in blue today, and already one of my strikers is off injured. Ross McPherson already gone, so we're going to bring on Adarabloyo as his replacement. I think he can play. That position. So 7 minutes on, I already get someone injured. That's just peachy. All right. So far, a lot of nothing is happening, but I speak too soon as... Yeah, I just need to shut my mouth. I really do, because whenever I open my mouth, something bad happens. Elgin City up 1-0, and it looks like they're going to take it all the way to halftime. All we need is a goal. And yeah, we've definitely not been good. Defense has not looked good. Come on, goalie. On the same page. I think I may have to. I think I may want to sub someone else out. Darren Miller. Darren Miller's not playing all that great. Craig Anderson has picked up a knock. Bring on. Actually, I'll take him off. Bring him on. No, can't undo that. Since you are on the right, yeah, I'll put in Andrew Neal, who is a right wing back. So we'll play him. And we kick off. So I got nobody injured on the pitch, but I have used up 2 of my subs. And already within the first minute of this half, Elgin City are just looking forward. They're looking to attack. Pounce at any time. What a cross in. They keep the ball in the box. Need to have a little bit more possession, boys. He's through on goal. And that's 2 to Elgin City, as they are proving why they're the top of the team, or top of the table team. They're just making it look so easy, and we just can't do anything. Off the post, but we clear it out. Elgin City keeping it in the area, but that goes out for a goal kick. They can score at any time. They clearly can score at any time. Encourage the boys. Just try and be defensive. Try and just hold them down. That's not holding them down. That's letting them get behind you. Letting them run behind you. And no, I can't make any more subs right now. Oh, I could. I'll bring on Ben Anthony for Adaraboyo, because he's just been absolutely bad. He's an absolute shite. So once Ross McPherson went down, everything's just gone square peg into a round hole. It's not been good. And it looks like on the day it's going to be 2-0 to Elgin City, as time's just been flying by. We barely had any chances today. Elgin City with 12 shots. We had 5. Well, we may get a consolation goal here. No. Oh, what a save by the keeper. Good effort to keep that one out. Very good effort to keep that one out. So, well, 3 minutes of stoppage time have come and gone. We're just waiting for the ref to blow the final whistle. Whenever that may be. What are you doing, ref? Just blow it. We are not coming back, and I don't know why you're letting Elgin City continue on with an attack. This has gone for too long. There we go. And that's full time. Elgin City getting a very deserved victory, 2-0, and we did not play well at all. Just plain and simple, just flat bad. All right, so we're going to put that behind us, and let's see how bad Ross McPherson's injury is. Okay, it's very superficial. There's no long-standing injury, so... All right. We'll come back for the Albion Rovers match, and I guarantee you we're not going to use this formation, because this formation did not do us a lick of good. So we'll catch you back in a couple of seconds with the second match of the day. All right, and here we are for the second match of today. In the league, we're going to be traveling to Albion Rovers, and it looks like they're playing a very, very centralized formation. A 4-1-3-1, or I guess you can call that a 4-5-1. A very thin 4-5-1. So if they're going to play up the center, we're going to be playing out wide with our 4-2-3-1 formation. We're going to have we're not going to have McCluskey in net today. We're actually going to bring on William Muir. Our flatback four will be Bateson, McLean, Buwaji, and Cole. Our 2 center mids will be Anderson and Beatty. Our 3 center attacking mids, or just attacking mids, I guess, McElroy, McBride, and Owens. And sitting up front, the lone striker, Ross McPherson. Let's hope we have better luck with this match than we did the last one. So let's kick off. All right, and here we go. Same kits for us, but Albion Rovers are playing in a very, very sharp-looking orange and red. right out of the bat. That goes out for a goal kick. Like I said, I'm looking to turn this into a very attacking-minded game, and my goalkeeper is injured. Interesting. One of their players is off injured now, and one of my players is off injured. Jesus, what is going on here? This match has turned into a real shit show. Here we go. Jamie Adams coming on for the injured Craig Anderson. I almost want to take Miro off, but I don't know how bad his knock is. Good thing it's not my starting goalkeeper. McClursky is. But 21 minutes gone, and there's only been one shot taken, and it was by Albion Rovers. So a very boring match so far. I tell everyone to push forward. We have an attacking-minded formation. We need to have an attacking mindset to put the goals back. Get the goals back in. Owens up the right, brings it all the way in. But the keeper was on the end of that cross. It was a very poor cross, to be honest. Comes back out, playing up the right wing. Get the ball back, so maybe we can come forward with a counter. Oh, goes over the top, McPherson. He's one-on-one with the keeper. Can he turn him around? How did you miss that? You are our leading goal scorer since Duggan left. How did you miss that? It went well wide of the post. Now we come again. McBride up the right, throws it in to McPherson. There you go. Finally puts his head on it and scores the goal. 1-0 to Queen's Park after 23 minutes. That's what I should have seen earlier in the match. But right away, it's maybe an answer for Albion. Oh my God. 20 yards out. What did I say last episode? Why can't I stop getting those long-ass shots prevented against us? And another player off injured, another midfielder. I don't have a midfielder to replace him with, but I can bring McBride down, I guess, and then sub in Adarabloyo in the center spot. They are playing super dirty. Albion Rovers are playing super dirty. That's 2 players injured, a third one with a knock. This is just not going well on all fronts. 4 minutes of stoppage time this half. There we go. 1-1 at half. It honestly should be more, and to be quite honest with you, that should not have been a goal. 20 yards out, just blasting it. It was just a spray and pray. Shoot it up and see what happens. You've been unlucky. You can do a lot better. Defense, not happy with your work. Midfield, you can do better. And McPherson, you're good up front, so you're fine. All right, everyone looks fine, so let's try and put everyone's happiness to good use as we come out in this second 45. And already within a minute of the opening kickoff, we have McPherson. Was he onside? He didn't look onside. Yeah, they're not giving it to him. Good movement, good passing, but in the end, he needs to hold back his run. So we got 51 minutes on. We need to keep more possession of the ball. Hold on to the ball. Adarabloyo, he's going to be a mouthful. Albion Rovers now coming forward. Throwing the ball. Good tackle right. Oof. Another one. A good tackle, but it was right to an opponent. We need to keep that ball. We concede another corner. Yeah, ultimately it was a good save by the keeper. We kick that away. 66 minutes gone. Demand more from you guys. Players. Another player with a knock. Great. So, who do I sub out now? So you got Craig Anderson injured. Oh! Come on now. thought I had somebody in mind. I guess it'll be Forsyth on for McElroy. So for these last 13 minutes, see if we can get a little bit of an attack going. Cole throws it forward. Can we pick up something late? It's a penalty! It's a penalty in the 84th minute as the ball just pinballed around. A bad tackle by an Albion Rovers player. So we have Cole, our left back, stepping up and burying it. Ever since Duggan left, Bernard Cole has become our leading penalty taker. And that was a surefire penalty right there. And now, with 5 minutes plus stoppage time left, we need to hold on to this lead. But Albion Rovers continuing forward. We need tackles. Clear it out. He was offside. Hold on. Tactics. Drop him back. Drop him back and just play narrower. No tempo, none of that, none of that. We're going into park the bus mode, turtle mode, to hold on to this slim 2-0 lead. 4 minutes of stoppage time have nearly come and gone as turtle mode has engaged and turtle mode has worked, as Queen's Park have picked up a victory over Albion Rovers 2-1. It was a very hard-fought victory, and it really should not have come down to it being hard-fought, since Albion Rovers are near the bottom of the table. So good job, boys. That's continues as we continue to sit in third place. Albion Rovers now dropping down to that relegation spot. So looking ahead, now that we got that out of the way, we'll just take a look at the schedule, the rest of the schedule. I'm going to not simulate, but go through the rest of the league, and we'll come back at the end during playoffs time, where hopefully we'll be in a playoff position to try and go up to League One. So until next time, until we come to that, I'd like to thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. Comments, suggestions, questions, anything else, please leave it in the comment box below. But as always, this is Gendo, and I will see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out.